freedom is what makes America great. It's one of the few luxuries we get to experience every day we attend Purdue University. However, that freedom is not free at all, and many of us will never get to know or even see what that cost is. However, being a member of ROTC at Purdue University, I have the luxury to meet and talk to several of these men and women who have paid that cost for us. I'm obviously talking about those wounded soldiers that return home from battle with life-altering scars. They are often left facing years of medical bills and therapy in order to return back to normal life. Their families must carry on the burden, watching their loved ones struggle and try to make their way back into society. One of the severe problems that these men and women face are financial struggles. The average salary of enlisted personnel is oftentimes below the average salary of an American citizen. Based on the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average salary in America is $48,000. But based on the Glassdoor study, the first off pay you get entering the military is about $20,000. Also, the cost of an amputation based off of the cost of Helper Health is about $50,000. And then based on the per diem, the average cost for a burn victim is about $75,000. These are costs that these men and women simply can't afford. If you had just entered in the military at 18 years old and had suffered one of these injuries, your savings is almost nothing. They must take out massive loans with insane interest rates in order to even have a chance at paying for these medical bills. Also, they then face on PTSD, their psychological trauma due to the fact of their injury, what they witnessed in war. Suffering such injuries like these are life-altering, and they will never be the same because of them. They oftentimes must go to therapy in order to recover properly and also pay for new medication, just another drug that they have to take every day in order to live like one of us. Secondly, their families must face a huge burden. Oftentimes, when these men and women come home, they're unable to return to the workforce. And that leaves, unfortunately, them in a situation where they need someone to take care of them. Many times these families will come in and help financially and also sometimes become their full-time care. This means that some parents, some loved ones, even husbands and wives must give up their jobs in order to take care of these people that have given so much for us. Unfortunately, this oftentimes is not ever a great solution. Those taking care of them are limited by either financial or physical limitations. It's impossible to take care of someone by yourself your entire life, leaving them to find another solution and another cost in the way. This also leads to a very mentally overwhelming situation. As you can imagine, a life-altering injury to one of your loved ones, and including yourself, would change you for the worse. Oftentimes, these men and women are taking a severe amount of drugs in order to deal with the pain, properly recover, and mentally be stable. This oftentimes leads to them mixing it with alcohol, another substance used and abused in the military. And this can lead to severe depression and oftentimes thoughts of suicide. It's actions like these that leave these men and women constantly in a state of fear, as well as their family and loved ones, never knowing if they will truly be okay again. But now it's time for us to pay it back. Looking at these men and women, they have given up so much for us. They've sacrificed not only their lives, but themselves and their mental state. They will never be the same because of it. For instance, Marine Corps Officer Kyle. He was in Afghanistan one day when a live grenade was thrown at him and his platoon. Knowing that he would face severe injury, he dived on top of the grenade and faced the injury of it. Due to the grenade blast, Kyle lost the use of his right eye, suffered severe lacerations, extreme burns, and a severe amount of blood loss. On the emergency helicopter, he flatlined for about a minute and was pronounced dead on arrival at the hospital. However, due to the great medical staff that they have in the military, they were able to save his life and send him back home to his family. Without the help of Wounded Warrior Project, he would not be able to pay for any of this. He would not be able to live the life that he does today. He would not be able to be honored by us and thanking him for his service. These men and women gave up so much, knowingly and willingly. It is our time to pay them back. With just a simple $10 donation, you can change these men and women's lives. You can help their families overcome the burden of their injuries and help them return to society and join us in enjoying our freedom.